Greetings, Wambui Made It here. Welcome to Wambui Made It. As I promised last Friday in the live, I would be back today with a tutorial. The tutorial I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to walk you with me as I create a very simple journal to show you what the process is and how quick and easy and also fun it can be, because you are really going to get to use your imagination. So I'm going to do a basic gratitude journal, going to walk you through it. Now I'm going to be using mostly Canva. If you're not familiar with Canva, then if you're familiar with another design tool, I hope that by my showing it in Canva, you can just adopt or adjust what I've done to the tool that you're using. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to be using Canva. We are also going to visit Etsy, and we're going to visit Creative Fabrica, and I'm going to show you one of the main things that I really love that helps with making the journals that I get from Creative Fabrica. So with that said, let's just get to it. I'm going to share my screen with you. Welcome to my desktop. The first thing I'm going to do is create a blank page. I'm going to create a page that's 8.5 by 11 because that is the most common size page for me and most people in this country. If you're in the UK, then your most common size page would be A4. But I suggest starting out with a page that most people can print out. Then I'm going to go over here for a second to show you something that I saw on Etsy. So then these are the 4 sizes that a lot of the people on Etsy offer their downloadable products in. But I say make sure you get those common sizes first, because not everybody has the paper to print the products you're offering, or eventually come back and offer them in all sizes so that the people in UK can easily print out your products as well. Okay, so now that while we're over here, I want to just take you like on a field trip, just so you can see all the types of journals that there are. Of course, we know there are Bible journals, daily reflection journal. We have gratitude journals, shadow work, 680 prompts. Okay, we have resell self-reflection, a digital, just a lot of digital journals, just journals, but there's just so many kinds and so many varied journals. Let's see what's on this page. Okay, so wow, look at this. Okay, so we have, what is this one? A 7-day daily journal here, and there's place to write, and you can circle the type of mood that you're in. You have the date. You can even say how much water you drank that day, how many hours you slept, write an affirmation, say what you feel grateful for, and then there's a place for notes. So this is a very wonderful journal. So why I'm showing you this is because I want you to know that the sky is the limit. There are all kinds of journals for all kinds of people. One of the things that I suggest and that I'm going to be doing myself is I have some issues. I hope I'm not the only one with some issues, but I have some issues. And what I thought would be great is if I think of a journal or a planner that would specifically address the issues or the problem that I want to deal with. And so that is one way of coming up with new ideas for your journals and downloadables is, okay, what would I like? What kind of journal would I like to have? And then you actually create that journal for yourself. And then if you're interested, you would upload it to a platform like Etsy and sell that journal and see how many people out there have similar issues to you or would find your journal or planner a lot of fun or something that they need to have in their life. Okay, so before we go back to Canva, there's one more place I want to go, and that is here. This is a site called Creative Fabrica, And I like this site because they have so many downloadable things for decorating projects. If you want to decorate your journal or planner that you're making, you can get things right from here. They even sell templates for the journal itself. But there's only one product on here that I really use. I'm Most of the products, let me show you, most of the products over here, let's say this motherhood design, most of the products over here that are downloadable come with a commercial and full print on demand usage allowed, meaning that technically you can download this and you can put it on your own t-shirt, your own tote bag, your own mug, use it however you want to use it. Technically, you can just go ahead and do that, and there are people who do. I don't like doing that. I like for my designs to have a little twist that's mine, that says, okay, something unique to me. So if I was going to give this to a gift to someone, this is a great site to come and get designs for a gift that you're going to give to someone. But as far as selling the things that you download over here, selling them just as they are, um, I am not really thinking that's good, but you have to make your own decision about what you want to do. But this site has so many wonderful things, and they have needlework patterns, um, photos if you ever need a photo, fonts. The thing over here that is amazing is the amount of fonts and the kind of fonts that they have over here that can be used beautifully in any item that you are creating for download purposes. The one product I do use over here and that I even recommend is this lined paper bundle notebook journal. Now, 100 plus lined papers. So when I'm doing a journal or any kind of book and I need lines, I find that the most tedious and the most unpleasant thing is trying to line up all my lines and get them straight. So what I've done is I've downloaded this product right here. And what you get is you get all of these pages that have lines on them. And so let's see. We have grids, and we have note lines with the word note. Again, I would just use my own font to make that, but it's just a whole bunch of different kinds of, it's just lines. Let me see. So here, lines for notebooks, lines. So your lines are already done. And I don't think you're stealing a design. I think of it as you paid a license to be able to use some lines, but then you take the lines, and I'm going to show you, you don't spend all that time making the lines, and you get to use more time with your imagination and creating a really great product, and have more fun decorating than trying to spend a day getting the lines all lined up. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to say 8.5 by 11. This is our blank page. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go, let's get some lines on this page. Okay, so there you go. All right, so I don't want the one that says notes. I want to, let's see what this one, I don't want it to say anything. I want to put my own fonts and lettering on it. Okay. All right. So this one. So lines. Now, let me just show you what I mean by that. Okay. Elements. We say thin line. Move my head out of the way. Let me see. Thin black line. Thin black line. Okay. We're going to search for a thin black line. Okay. Here's a thin black line. Let me just move this down for a minute to show you. Okay, so you got a line. So now you have to, all right, so we got a line. So now we have to duplicate this. and keep duplicating. Come on, duplicate and duplicate until you have enough lines to fill the paper, and then you'll have to order them, and to me, that's very tedious. So what I like to do is I like using lines that are already made. And so I'm going to take this, put it like this, put it like this. I'm going to go over like this, and I'm going to bring it down. And so now we have lines. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a simple gratitude journal. I'm going to get some text, and I'm going to say, I'm going to say today, comma, I am grateful for, okay, did I put the spaces there? Let me see. Okay, today I am grateful for. All right, so this will be a daily journal sheet, and we're going to get some more text, and we're going to say date, colon. All right, we're going to make that a little smaller. And we'll bring these in, okay? And now what we want is we want one of those thin lines we just saw. Let's see. Put a line over here. Here's a line. We're going to put that right here by the date. And then we're going to group these two items together so that they will move as one. All right. And so now what we have is today I'm grateful. Oh my God. Today I'm grateful. I'm grateful for. Okay, today, the two things you got to always look out for me anyway, are misspelled words and making sure that everything is lined up and is straight. Okay, so today I'm grateful for, I'm going to make that just a little bit bigger. Okay, today I'm grateful for, and then we're going to put the date, and then, okay, now we have the lines. We're going to write what we're grateful for. And we could do a thing where we number things out, but we're just going to have a journal of what we're grateful for today. Okay, so here you go. All right, so there. So we have a page. Now the fun part is decorating the page. Now, one of the things I love to do is let me go over to elements, and I'm going to delete them. I love to use flowers as background of a page. For instance, I will take a flower like this and again, try to make it as center as we can. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to fade the flower into the page. So we're going to hit the transparency button, and we're going to bring it all the way down so that it looks like the flowers are just embedded in the page. All right, so now I want to make sure the lines are all on top of, so let's go over here to position. And I love this about Canva in that it shows you layers. So the top layer, the thing that's on top is today I am grateful for. And then this one that you can hardly see, that's the flowers that we faded. And then the date. So what I want to do is I want to make sure the lines are on top of the flower. So there, we have that now. And then we just want to make sure everything is straight. So we want to center it, position, arrange. We want to center, and it seems like it is centered. So for all intent and purposes, we have a page for a gratitude journal. Now I would like to make a cover page. To make a cover page, I am going to duplicate this page. Oh no, I'm duplicating the lines. I want to duplicate the page. So we're going to duplicate the page. All right, so now we're going to take one of these pages and we'll leave that. We're going to get rid of the date and we're going to get rid of the lines. Okay, and now we have I am grateful for. We're going to turn this into, because this is for the cover page, I'm going to make it my gratitude. I'm going to say my gratitude. My daily gratitude. That's it. My daily. I'm going to make it all caps. My DAILEY. I thought I was making all caps. All caps. My daily. Is there an E? My daily. My daily gratitude. Yeah. Gratitude journal. So yeah, I always have to double check my spelling. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is my daily gratitude and give journal is online. Now, all of this you can play with, make it your own. I'm going to make these spaces between these lines just a little bit narrower because that's what I like. So we have my gratitude journal. I'm going to spread out the letters just a wee bit. So my gratitude journal. And then I have something that I have already, that I have over here, which is a Bible verse. Let me see. Let me go. Okay, so we're going to put a Bible verse on the cover. You can put whatever you want on your cover. This is what's so great about it, is that it's your project. Whatever floats your boat, that's what you can do. Okay, so I'm going to put text. I need text. And I'm going to put, all right, and I don't think I need the King James version there. All right, so we have, we have the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want, and we can leave it that big, or we can make it, I'm gonna make it just a little smaller. Okay, and we'll have something like that. Now we're gonna go back and get that same flower, and for the cover. All right, so we have this and this. And again, we're going to fade it in. Now, if you don't want to, you don't have to fade it. I mean, that's a look too. But I'm going to, because what we could do maybe is like, move my head, do something like this, only we would get white. We could do something like that too. Okay, so again, just your imagination can just go crazy with all the things. Okay, so we'll say my gratitude journal like that. And okay, my daily gratitude journal. All right, and so then the next thing I always like to have is a page after the title page, which is like an introduction page. Okay, so again, we're going to use those same flowers. And I don't know, I love these flowers. I love watercolor looking flowers. So we got this. Let's make it a little. All right, we got this and this and this. All right, so now what? We're going to fade that in too. We are going to fade that one. And then I have another, I pre-wrote this so I wouldn't waste time on the video. And it is just a little introduction center, which I recommend for your products. Copy this one. And let's see. I'll read what it says. It's just something to, let's see, text. I need text. All right, text. All right, and I'm going to, all right, so what this says, okay, it says, welcome to your gratitude journal. Take a few quiet moments each day to reflect on what you're thankful for. No matter how big or small, gratitude shifts your focus and lifts your spirit. So I recommend that you write something like that to like really let them have an idea or coach them, show them exactly how you see them using the journal. And so we're going to leave that right there. And voila, I think we're good. And so now the next thing I'm going to do is put the cover over here. Well, we're going to put the cover in number 1. Going to put the welcome page in place spot 2. And then, okay, I just want to check that everything is spelled correctly and that everything's lined up. Okay, so now I'm going to duplicate these pages. I'm going to duplicate them. I'm going to I'm going to go ahead and do, how many pages am I going to do? I'm going to do 30 pages. I'm going to do 30 pages. So you don't have to sit there and watch me duplicate all 30. I'm going to pause the taping for a minute. Okay, I made 31 pages, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to call it, I'm going to make it, instead of a daily journal, I'm going to call it my monthly gratitude journal, because this has enough pages for every day of the month. MONTHLY. Okay, my monthly gratitude journal. All right. And now the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make this into a PDF. So now, depending on the kind of journal you have, you can number the pages, but I don't think this type of journal needs to have the pages numbered. So I'm going to go ahead and share. I'm going to download, and I'm going to download it into a printable PDF. Okay. I'm going to flatten it so that it's no longer edible. I am doing all one through, I'm going to do all 31 pages. I'm going to download. Okay, it's downloading now. Okay. And let's see, we're going to open this. All right, so where is it? Right here. I'm going to go ahead and open this. Okay. So it's opening in Adobe. It's going to be, okay. So here we are. Here's our journal. All right. And here are all the pages. So let's start at the beginning. So we have a journal. It's called My Monthly Gratitude Journal. And then welcome to your gratitude journal. Take a few quiet moments each day, blah, blah, blah. I am grateful for. And so we have 31 of these pages in this journal. Now, when the person downloads this, they can print out all 31 pages, or they can just do out a few, because they can always come back and print others later. Okay, so today I am grateful for. You write your date, and then you just write what you're grateful for. So this is a very simple, but I think powerful little journal. And so now what I'm going to do, now that I have the PDF of it here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this first. I'm going to go back over to Etsy. I'm going to go to my site and my listings, and where it says add new listing, I'm going to add a new listing and the category. So I'm going to tell URNAL. So journal and notebooks. This is not a planner template. It's not a template of any kind. It is the journal itself. So we're going to get that. And then we're going to continue. And then it will ask you, is it a physical item or digital? These are digital files, okay? Who made it? I did. A finished product. What is it? It's a finished product. When was it made? It was made between 2025. how is the digital content created? It was created by me or with an AI generator. It was created by me. Okay. Select production partners. I have none with this product. And we're going to say continue. Okay, so what we're going to do is put a really catchy title right here. And these are the things that I think that AI is good for. Let's say if you want a title for this video, you can go, you know what? I'm going to demonstrate how I use Chat GPT and some of the other AI programs in the next tutorial that I do. But you'd get a very catchy title. Let's see if I can, let me see if I can get, let me see if I can do that right now. So here's Chat GPT. I'm going to say, Chat, I just made a gratitude journal called My Monthly Gratitude Journal, and it is 31 pages long. All the pages are the same, but they have a place for the date and lines for you to write what you're grateful for. So could you write me an Etsy, SEO Etsy title and give me a description for this journal based on what you know, and also give me Etsy tags. Thank you. See, I was speaking into a microphone because a lot of times when I'm trying to dictate something, it's just easier not to have to write. Okay, so I'm going to send this to chat. Let's see what happens. Okay, so the Etsy title, I have the Etsy title, the description. I have, it tells what's included. Each page has a space for, it described it just as I gave it to him. He gave it back to me. It says it's great for daily reflection, journaling. So all of these things. And then it gave me the tags that I would use in Etsy. So this, I believe, is a good thing for that AI can be involved with. It wasn't involved in making the product, but it's involved in taking care of those little tedious things like creating a great title, like creating the description and all of that. Let me thank, I'm going to thank chat. Thank you so very much. Okay, now I'll tell you, let me tell you, let me get a, okay, I said, thank you so very much. All right. And I'm going to send that. Okay, so I don't know where this AI stuff is going to go. It could turn on us, okay? So I always am very nice to my AI that I use, and I say thank you, I say please, because if there ever comes a day when the AI turns on us, I wanted them to at least remember me as somebody that was nice to them. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. Okay, let's go back over here to, let's grab, okay, so let's grab, because that was one of the issues, one of the tedious things that would slow me down when I was trying to add products to Etsy, is coming up with a good description, writing the description and everything. And it's not like anything over here could be plagiarized, because it's a description of a product that is unique to me. So I'm going to put the, put this description right here. All right, now look at that. I may want to go back and, no, that's good. Have a description. And now the tags are always a little more difficult to get in because they don't copy and paste well and they need the comma. So I'll probably add those later. And then because I need to come back with some photos as well. So I'll talk about mock-ups too, how to get photographs of the cover of your journals, like you see on Etsy with all the pictures and everything. Talk about how to get those pictures, okay? So yeah, all the mock-ups, because Without that, you can't really sell. You cannot sell on Etsy without photographs. And they also want a lot of and they push your listing out if you also include a video of some kind. So basically all I have to do is get some photos, and I'll talk about that if you want me to in the next video. But right now we got a title, we got a description, and this is where we would upload that PDF file that we have, and then hit publish, and it will go live on Etsy. So I'm going to stop right there for today. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful to someone. If you'd like more intricate details about anything that you saw, then please let me know. In the meantime, stay fabulous, and I'll see you in a little while.